What's up, poker players? Hope you guys are out there crushing it on the tables. We have yet another rough session, this time losing $642 over 4,200 hands. A marathon session, getting towards the end of the year and moving up in those VIP rankings on America's Card Room. Let's jump right into the action. First hand we're going to take a look at is at the 400 NL table, playing against two recreational players in a three-handed situation. We have 9-8 suited from the button, open to 3x. We get a call from the small blind and see a heads-up flop, which is 8 high rainbow. We have top pair 9 kicker and put in a continuation bet of 2/3 pot, which we get called. The turn is the 4 of clubs, a pretty much brick. They check and we continuation bet once again, $32 this time, a little bit more than half pot, and we get a call from our opponent. The river is the jack of hearts, not improving many hands. Our opponent checks once again, and at this point I am happy with just going to showdown with our pair of eights, so I check, and we do take down this $123 pot, and now we are at a three-handed situation at the 200 NL table. We have queen 6 suited from the big blind. The small blind opens to $6 3x, and the small blind has a steal percentage of 66%, a very high number, so I am comfortable with calling with queen 6 suited in this spot. And of course that is an excellent hand for our queen 6 suited. We put in a continuation bet of 2/3 pot, which we get a call from our opponent, and we hit a queen on the turn, giving us a full house. Small blind checks, we continuation bet once again, $16 this time, and we get a call. The river is a 3 of spades, a complete brick. Check one more time and a bet one more time, this time 38-13, and we get a call. I think we missed out on a little bit of value on the river. We probably could have bet more and gotten our opponent to call in this spot, but we take down this $133 pot. Now we have ace queen playing from under the gun +1 at the 100 NL table. We open to $3 and we are facing a 3-bet from the button. Button is a recreational player but has a very tight 3-bet percentage range as well as low aggression factor. You could definitely argue for folding this hand pre-flop, but I do make a call, and we see a flop of 9 high, 2-tone, just check, and our opponent checks as well. The turn is the queen of diamonds, giving us top pair, top kicker, and we bet $13. Our opponent jams the rest of their stack in, and we are now facing a very draw-heavy board. There's the good possibility we are also up against a ace queen, but a better possibility that we're up against a big draw, maybe a king queen in this spot, or possibly they flopped a full house with pocket 9s, but that will be a rare occasion, and we're getting 2.06 to 1 on our money here. Only $45 for us to make a call into a pot of $92.50. I do make the call and see that we're up against pocket kings. Didn't really see that one coming. Usually we'd probably see a continuation bet from pocket kings on the flop on such a draw heavy board, but we didn't this time, and we wind up being way behind going into the river, which is a 10 of spades, giving it to our opponent. What do you guys think about this hand? Let me know your opinion down in the comment section below. And now we have ace jack at the 400 NL table, playing in a short-handed situation, 5 of us being dealt into this one, and we open to 3x from the hijack seat. Big blind calls. Big blind is a recreational player, only 8 hands on this player. Flop is ace high rainbow. We have top pair, jack kicker, and we check back on the flop on such a dry board. The turn is the 4 of hearts, and our opponent bets $9. We raise to 26 in this spot, and our opponent makes a call of the $26. The river is an ace of diamonds, cementing our hand even more, and our opponent bets $45. If we raise in this spot, we're probably only going to be called by hands that beat us, so I elect to just make a a call here, and we take down this $166 pot against a failed river bluff. And now we have pocket aces at the 100 NL table, playing from the button. We get an open to $2 from under the gun. We get a call from the cutoff player, and we are putting in a 3-bet with the aces, make it $9 to see a flop. We get a call from under the gun, and cutoff gets out of the way. Flop is king high two-tone. There is 2 diamonds out there, and our opponent leads into us half pot. Just make a call here with the aces. We have a 3 of clubs on the turn, and once again our opponent bets half pot into us. I could see a lot of the flush draws playing it this way, as well as maybe top pair. There is the possibility we are up against a hand like pocket 8s or pocket kings, but that is going to be a rare occasion. I do make a call, and the river is the 9 of spades. All the draws miss, but our opponent jams their entire stack. Maybe they have ace king in this spot, and I can't get away from the aces. I make a call and see that we were up against a flop set and turned full house. What do you guys think about this one? Is this one where we could have gotten rid of it at some point during the hand? We know that they're going to be playing a pretty polarized range in that spot, but it's really hard to limit their hand to something like pocket 8s or pocket kings in that spot. Most likely only going to be pocket 8s, because we probably would have seen a 4-bet from pocket kings. It just happened that they had that exact hand on this board. And now we have pocket 7s at the 400 NL table, playing from under the gun. We open to $12. We get a call from the cutoff, and the button raises to $36. The button is a very aggressive player pre-flop and not that aggressive post-flop. Has a pre-flop raise of 34%, VPIP of 72%, and a 3-bet of 18.2%. And we are really deep stacked right here. So I make a call with the pocket 7s. Cutoff also calls. Flop is 7 high monotone. We have top set, a very good hand in this spot, and we lead out $72 to an opponent who has a very, very low fold to bet percentage. They don't disappoint. They do make a call, but we see another diamond on the turn. That is a terrible card for us. We check. Our opponent checks as well, and the river is the 9 of clubs. 0% fold on the river as well. Very low aggression from this player once again. So I'm going to go for some thin value here. Only put in a bet of $40, trying to get calls from pairs that would be calling here and 3-betting pre-flop, but we get a raise, and from an opponent who has very low aggression. This is most likely going to be a big hand. Probably has the ace of diamonds that they slow played on the turn. So I think we can get rid of this one. It hurts, but I believe it is the correct play. What do you guys think? Let me know about this hand as well in the comment section below. That would have been a very difficult call, but I think we are behind our opponent almost always when raising in this spot. And now we are looking at 10-8 suited at the 200 NL table. We are playing from the button. It folds around to us, and we open to $6, and we are facing a 3-bet from the small blind. Vegetables aren't yummy. We are always getting in hands with this guy, and I like the way that 10-8 plays against their 3-bet percentage, so I elect to take a flop in position. Flop is 10-10-3. We have trip 10s on the flop. Vegetables bets 15-56, only a third of the pot. We just call here. The turn is the 6 of spades, not improving many hands. This time they check, and we put in a bet of $40. Vegetables makes a call, and the river is the jack of hearts. The only hand that this would improve, that would be 3-betting in that spot, would be pocket jacks or the jack 10, unfortunately. But it is very hard for us to put them on a hand like jack 10 when we have a 10 in our hand as well. And they check the river. What a crazy check. I jam the rest in. They are never folding the full house in this spot, and of course make a call, and we see that we were up against the jack 10 that they concealed incredibly well. That was crazy. Bet the flop, and then check called the turn and river. Interesting play from our opponent, but it worked out this time, giving them the $404 pot. That one hurts a lot. Head down to the video description for links to all the poker products that I use. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not done that yet. You don't want to miss out on any of the future videos, so subscribe and turn on your notifications. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you learned something today, and I will be back soon with a new video, but until then, I'll see you guys out. on the virtual felt.